So this question we'll get to about everything when we think about one and two-sided limits. This first one asks the limit as x approaches 5. So that by definition means plus and minus. What happens on either side of 5? So if this is 5 right here, we're coming from the right, we approach 4, and we come from the left. Closer and closer we get, we also approach 4. So since we approach a y value of 4 from both sides, that limit is 4. Now for the second one, we are only looking for the left side because of that minus after the 1. So only from the left, as I get closer and closer to 1, I can see I'm approaching -4. Now for the next question, what I'm going to call number 3, I need to look at the left and the right because it doesn't say, and so that again implies plus and minus. Well, the left side we already showed was -4. Does that equal the right side? Well, the right side is on the other side of 1. That's coming in to 0. So the limit on the right side is 0. Since these are not equal, this limit does not exist. Now we'll look at number 4. We've already asked that. That's the same question as number 1, so that answer was 4. Not sure why I wrote that down twice. For number 5, the limit as x approaches 6, same thing. We're going to look at 6 coming in from the right. We approach 2. Coming in from the left, we also approach 2. So that limit is 2. And just a quick note, if there had been an open circle here, the answer would still have been 2 because that's what we are approaching from both directions. So it doesn't matter if the function is defined or not. The limit is the y value we approach from both sides. Now let's look at a couple more. Number 6, the function right at 1. Well, right at 1, this solid dot right here, this tells us that we have a point at 1, 0. And so the 0 is the y-coordinate. We're always looking for what is the y when it asks for f of 1. This just means when x is 1, y equals what? Same thing, f of 2. When I look at f of 2, when x is 2, what is the y? Well, it looks like the y is here at 1 because there's a dot right there. It doesn't show as a solid dot because it's not, there's no question. It's not like we're breaking at the edge of a graph. But that would be 1 because we have a dot at 2, 1, that ordered pair. And lastly, f of 4. F of 4 would be this dot right here at 4, 6, so that answer would be 6. What about if we had asked for the function at 5? We'll call that number 9. The function at 5, well, we would look at 5 on our graph, go up and see what the y-coordinate is. This open circle means we have 5, undefined. There is no y value at 5, and so the answer would be undefined. This covers about all the questions I could ever ask you from a graph.